You are a decision away from having a great relationship. That is all it takes to actually start moving towards the best and most fulfilling relationship in your life. My name is Diana and I own a platform called Better Topics, which is basically a card game designed to help couples improve their relationship and have better and fun-filled conversations. The game has different types of repeatable questions, therefore you can ask them every week because the answers will always change. And you also have modifiers that help you either get more details or even cancel a question, or better yet, reverse a question. Better Topics is truly a game for couples where you can play a game, have fun, and still have those much needed conversations. And the best part is that after all that fun, the winner also gets to choose their own reward out of the reward deck. But let's get back to today's video, which is you are a decision away from having a great relationship. Once you actually make a decision, then you will start moving towards the direction of the decision you took. We all make decisions all day. I mean, whenever we eat something that we shouldn't, we decide not to be healthy or that our goals are actually not that important. When you don't work on your goals, you actually decide that these goals are not that important to you. I know that sometimes you want to take a break, especially if you've done the same thing over and over again, like eating healthy, going to the gym, staying on track, and that type of thing. But even to take a break is a decision, and hopefully a well-calculated one. Otherwise, we will repeatedly make bad decisions and get to end results. And the overall result would be that a month later, although we've put in a lot of effort, we're nowhere closer to our goals. You see, relationships are the same. Whether you're in a happy relationship or not, you made that decision. You took it when you accepted mediocrity in your relationship with your partner. You took it when you repeatedly saw the red flags and you still pushed forward, hoping that he or she might change if they truly loved you. I mean, I know we can blame passion and chemistry or anything else in life, but you have to understand that it all comes down to your decisions. It is also your decision to keep staying in a relationship that maybe you try to work on but to no avail. Now, the good thing about this is that it is still you who can start making different decisions. You have the power to change them. I know some of you might start thinking that you actually don't have control over your decisions because of, I don't know, let's say cravings, if we were to talk about keeping healthy, or that you cannot control other people if we were to talk about relationships. And although you are partly right, you are also partly wrong. What you can do to overcome this cycle of making the wrong decisions is start analyzing yourself and see when is it the most difficult for you to make a good decision and keep it. What are those crucial times when you feel your will just goes out of the window and you have no control over what you're about to do, and hence you end up deciding that you'll go with the less healthy habit instead of the one that will keep you healthier and keep moving you towards your goals. Once you realize what are the key moments, you can put things in place to help you when cravings kick in. This is why all the trainers will tell you not to keep unhealthy snacks in the house, or don't go shopping when you're hungry. Although your will feels diminished because of hunger or cravings, we are still the ones deciding to eat the unhealthy food. Now, I personally struggled for years with keeping healthy habits and mostly sticking to them. I would often decide that they are not actually important, especially if I would go out with friends, because obviously I would want to enjoy myself and have a very tasty, although not necessarily healthy, food. And it took me quite a while to understand that every time I do that, I actually make a decision, and my decision and conclusion are that being healthy is not a priority for me, and that enjoying myself in the moment counts more for me than being healthy long term. It didn't matter how many times I've started and restarted my health journey. It still took me quite a while to understand that it all comes down to my own decisions. It is the same in relationships. Once I fully understood this concept, I started to analyze other aspects of my life, like relationships. With past relationships, I've seen red flags early on, but I've either ignored them or I just hoped I was wrong and my then partner would change. But ultimately, it was my decision to stay in that relationship and hope that they will change, instead of me actually changing things and starting to improve things from my side. And of course, they've never changed, so it was then still my decision to sabotage those relationships, so we ended up breaking up and going our separate ways. Now, once you fully grasp the wisdom of this life principle, you will realize that you can change anything in your life and that you can decide to live a healthy and happy life and relationship. And all it takes is one decision. Now, here's a quick exercise that you can do at home right now. Start by making a list and getting clear on exactly what it is that you want in a relationship. Just ask yourself, if you could have literally anything and everything you want in a relationship, what would that be? I mean, like anything. What would you want to experience? What emotions? What daily things? How would your version of a perfect relationship look like? What would you do together? What would be your favorite couple thing to do together regularly? Once you've decided, analyze your past relationships on paper. Like literally, just take a pen and start writing. It makes all the difference. What decisions you've taken in the past that have led you to have those relationships, and even once you were a couple, what things were you doing? What were your habits and things that have you accepted that you now regret accepting? And what are the things that you definitely do not want in your future relationship? Now, do this for the good things as well. What emotions you experienced and would like to experience again? What are the things that were once done for you or to you that you would like to be done again? Once you have all this information, you now have a blueprint of exactly what you want in your next relationship. Now you just have to take the decision to do not settle for a relationship unless you know for certain that you will experience all the things you want to experience in your new relationship, without all the bad ones that obviously you don't want them anymore. Once you've truly taken the decision, you will also put things in place to prevent you from taking bad decisions when it comes to it. You know, similarly how you don't keep unhealthy snacks once you've truly taken the decision to become healthier. Now you have to think of what are the most likely situations when you tend to take bad decisions when it comes to relationships, and have a game plan. For example, after my last relationship, once I've gotten clear on what exactly I wanted from my next one, I've made up a certain set of rules that I would follow. So there were things like, whatever the guy says, if he doesn't follow through with actions, I can clearly not trust him. I would give them maybe the benefit of the doubt once or twice, but if he keeps finding excuses for not following through, I would have to stick to my decision and either cut communication or just literally focus on other people. And it didn't really matter how much I liked them, because once I've seen these red flags, I've literally had to just stick to the decision that I made, because I made a promise to myself. Now, sometimes I would be a bit extreme, where I would go on a couple of dates, maybe 3, to get to know each other and see if we would actually like each other and our values were aligned. And once I've got to like the guy, I would have the conversation where I would tell them honestly that I like them and that I would want a serious relationship, and that I'm not available for anything less. Now, let me tell you, some of them just ran, some of them just ghosted me because they got scared, and some of them just tried to drag their feet and delay their answer endlessly, only later to tell me that they haven't actually promised anything, have they? Which kind of was true, but my goal wasn't to play games or be in a standby state endlessly. However, when you meet the right person for you, they will actually appreciate your honesty and determination early on. This was the case when I've met Robert, who is now my husband. We had the same discussion with him quite early on. It took us maybe a handful of dates before me bringing up the discussion about a serious relationship. He agreed straight away, and he also appreciated my determination and the fact that I am not playing games and sending, I don't know, weird signals. Couple of months later, actually, since we started dating, he proposed, and within 6 months of knowing each other, we were married. And it's been years since, and we're still happy, and we still appreciate our relationship and straightforwardness. Now, it goes without saying that there was chemistry and passion as well between us. But alongside that, I kept my decision of not entering a relationship unless I know is long-term with a fully committed partner. Even if this exact decision actually kept me single for years before meeting Robert. Now, I understand that not everyone is as straightforward as I am, but even for those of you who are not very sure, you can still direct the discussion towards serious things and plans and future visions when it comes to the person you're dating. If the guy you are with doesn't commit after getting to know you and all of that, it is very less likely that they will ever commit to you fully, not the way you want them to. And I'm not necessarily talking about marriage. I'm talking about a committed relationship where they're loving, faithful, and respectful. It is useless to trick them into doing anything that they don't want to do by themselves. All that rubbish that he might not be that confident or straightforward, or it is not like him to do grand gestures, or actually just BS. Don't buy into that. When a man likes a woman, he will make an effort, even if that effort takes him way out of his comfort zone. Therefore, having a great relationship is one decision away. A well-made decision will bring you so much happiness, much more than you could ever imagine. And trust me, I've experienced it, and I am sure there are many out there who have as well. It's just that bad and troublesome relationships usually tend to make better movies and news, hence why we tend to see these everywhere in TV, basically. Everywhere, especially in the TV. And even if you are in a relationship right now, but you're not very happy with it and you're not very happy with the direction it's going to, make sure to put down on paper, and I'm saying this because it's important, once you see the things put on paper, they actually become real and you cannot run from them anymore. And put everything down on paper, and also make your goals as well. Where do you want to take this relationship? Where do you want it to be? And then start taking steps towards that decision. And if your current partner is the right one for you, they will definitely follow your lead, and you will see that with just one decision of actually improving your relationship, you actually can have the happiest life ever. Let me know in the comments below, what is one thing that you would like to work on right now in your relationship? What is that one thing you would like to fix? If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button as well, and the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video like this. And as usual, share it with your friends as well, because you never know who needs to hear this.